Alright, and welcome back everyone to episode number 3 of Be a GM with the coach and the Winnipeg Jets here. I'm really excited to bring this back to you guys after a few days off. I ended up catching a cold, so my voice wasn't really good for commentating, and then I pushed Capped out 2 days ago. I was going to push Be a GM out yesterday and get it done, but due to actually me getting the chance to set up all my live streaming stuff, I decided to do that yesterday, and it ended up taking most of the day anyway, so end up doing that. And then today we are going to be actually continuing on with Be a GM, and I'm super excited. I've actually been getting the itch to play it. I know I can't until I can record it. So recently, for those who haven't watched or who need a little bit of a refresher, we are 2-0-1 to start the year. We beat Arizona and San Jose before losing in OT to LA. The main transactions we have made with the team have been acquiring Tokarski and Yakupov. So those are the two big things. We also traded away Pavlik, and we're facing the 1 and 2 Nashville Predators, a good old Central Division rivalry. So we definitely want to make sure we get the upper advantage here and win this game. We want to bring it home for the squad. And so let's go ahead and let's see if, again, you still can't lock positions in here, but we're rocking those nice jerseys, and yeah, we should be good to go. Let's see who we're gonna start in net today. Starting lineups, I like, yeah. So let's start this line. I like the way that line played yesterday. So let's start this line and the Bogosian one. I like line 2 for right now. That Kane, Scheifele, Yakupov one. Let's see who's starting in net. Let's give Tokarski lost the last game, so let's swap him with Brodeur. Let's give him a night off, and let's give Brodeur the task of facing the Nashville Predators. Again, Brodeur, we're probably going to play Brodeur like our backup goalie here, maybe give him about 40 games or so, and give Tokarski a little bit less. And yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and start things off in the first game. We switched the camera mode hopefully into true broadcast as long as it saved the settings. I'm pretty sure it did, but yeah, I'm super excited for this, guys, and I will catch you guys in game. And we're going to pick things up with about 13 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. We're setting out the second line. That's Kane, Scheifele, and Yakupov. I like the way this line's flowing. They seem to get most of our offensive chances. I think we're going to have a lot of success with this line. So Yakupov's going to come in down low. He's going to feed the puck back, and they're going to make a nice little cycle here. One-timer from Scheifele gets stopped, but Yakupov feeds him again. And this puck goes in, making the score 1-0 for us as we finally find a way to solve a goaltender in Pekka Rinne. And the puck, if you watch this on the replay, it's just going to trickle in over the line. And Scheifele from Yakupov and Kane, nice little cycle from the line. And you're going to see Rinne try to make that desperation save. Comes up with probably 99% of the puck, but that 1% is going to go in. And we're going to continue on into the late stages of the second period where Victor Bartley's going to get the puck in his own end. Send a beautiful outlet pass to Gabriel Bork, who's going to catch the defense snapping and snap a nice wrist shot on the semi-breakaway, putting the score knotted up at once, beating Broder low blocker side. Awesome shot placement there from Bork, and again, caught our defense snapping there. I think that was Stewart there who's kind of caught in no man's land, and that tied the game up at 1, where in the late stages of the third period, it's the way the game is going to end in regulation at least, because Evander Kane gets absolutely rocked with the puck. Predators are going to take their time getting it up the ice, and again, we're heading into overtime. So once again, it was a solid game, like in regulation for the team. Really like the way the second line was performing, but ultimately wasn't enough to get it done in regulation. Brodeur made some big saves, Rinne made some big saves, and it was overall a good game in general for both teams. Fairly evenly matched up, and I think Brodeur made a couple nicer saves, but Rinne's glove save right there definitely kept them in the game. And so we're going to head into overtime with just over a minute left. And again, we're sending out Perreault and Yakupov here. And this line actually was very solid in overtime for us. And Yakupov's going to get a nice chance in tight, but it's going to be kicked away by the pad of Pekka Rinne. He's going to set up Perreault down low, and it's also going to be kicked away, putting us into the shootout where Derek Roy's going to come in and absolutely ring one off the post. And it sets up the chance for Brian Little with a chance to win it again in a shootout. Little's going to come in, he's going to cut out wide, he's going to cut back in, and he's just going to be stopped by Rinne. He just stayed with him the whole time, did not get fooled once, which sets the stage for Ryan Ellis. And Ryan Ellis is going to come in and do a similar move to Little, except this time he's going to cut to the backhand and just beat Brodeur. giving the Nashville Predators the advantage in the sudden death shootout, and we're going to counter with Evander Kane. Evander Kane with a chance to extend the shootout, but he's going to come in and just get stopped by Pekka Rinne, and we're going to fall to 2-0-2, still have yet to lose in regulation. 6 points on the season in 4 games, still pretty happy, but ultimately would have liked to win out of that game. And we're going to hop into the next game where we decide to start Dustin Tokarski, who's 1-0-1 on the year, against the red-hot Jonas Hiller and the Calgary Flames, who's 4-2, the 1.47 goals against average, and a .950 save percentage. This guy's been an absolute monster so far, along with the 1 shutout. It's going to be tough to get the puck past him, and it was. We jump into the third period in this game where it's still scoreless. Both goaltenders are playing very solid. Calgary's been outplaying us for most of the night, and again, they're just going to find a way to keep the puck in, and we're just going to struggle here. And Evander Kane's got a chance to clear it, coughs it up to Wheeler, bad pass there. Stajan's going to get the puck, and again, he's just going to try to set up some plays down low. And again, Stajan just was an absolute workhorse for them. Sets up Boma. He's going to snap this 5-hole on Dustin Tokarski, the former Vancouver Giant, putting the Calgary Flames up 1-0, beating the former Spokane Chief. Not the first time he scored on them, but with just under 15 seconds left in the third period, we decided to pull our goalie and give ourselves the extra attacker. Kane's going to come in, and he's going to try to find a shot on net, but that's going to get blocked. Puck comes back up to the point to Bogosian, and his shot gets blocked. And so this game is going to end in a 1-0 shutout for Jonas Hiller again, putting us to 2-1-2, our first regulation loss. And home ice has not been nice to us so far. So once again, we revert back to Dustin Tokarski, who had a solid game last game for us. He's still under 2 goals against average, so very solid there. Save percentage is a little low, but I mean, probably from the 3-minute periods. Who's going against Cam Ward, who's 2-1-1 with a 2.95 goals against average and a .903 save percentage. So, I mean, if you're ever going to beat a goalie, even though he has 1 shutout, save percentage is kind of low, goals against average is kind of high, and unfortunately, we legitimately could not beat him, which is going to cause me to make some changes into the lineup here, and we put Evander Kane onto the first line. However, despite the changes, our offensive struggles still remain scoreless. Our team was still struggling to counter on a play here. And Lyles is going to rip a shot that gets deflected in through a broken stick of Elias Lindholm, putting the Hurricanes up 1-0 in the late stages of the third period. Once again, a late goal is going to burn us here. And if you watch the replay, the shot actually breaks Lindholm's stick. No chance for Tokarski, just completely changes directions. And nice little tip there from Lindholm at the cost of some lumber. That's a $200 goal right there. And again, we're going to get some more chances here late. Evander Kane's going to set up a defenseman in Enstrom, but he's going to be blockered away by Cam Ward. And again, late power play here. We're going to throw everything we can at the net, but it's going to be stopped by Cam Ward once again, who just really absolutely stoned us all night long. Any chance we had, he was just there to make it save. And unfortunately, we're going to be shut out for the second straight game. The offense is definitely underwhelming right now. We need to find a way to spark it, and I don't know if it's through line changes or something like that, but we're going to leave Kane on the first line. I feel like that line actually performed fairly well despite not hitting the score sheet. And so after that 1-0 loss to the Carolina Hurricanes, the Winnipeg Jets are now 2-2-2 on the season. We're on a 4-game winless streak, 2 overtime losses and back-to-back regulation losses. Looks like home ice isn't treating us very nicely right here. So we're taking on the 1-4-1 Tampa Bay Lightning. Hopefully that provides us a bit of an advantage, as they do seem to be off to a rough start, but who knows? The way we've been playing, you know, anything's up for grabs this game. Hopefully we can score. I did like the promise of that Kane little Wheeler line towards the end of the third period there in the last game, but I mean, hey, if you're not hitting the back of the net, you're not hitting the back of the net. Maybe we just ran into some hot goalies. Who knows? Anyways, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys on the flop side.